In this position, Ding, current world champion, resigned the game. But how did this happen? Ding is playing a blitz game with white pieces against Wei Yi, a super GM whose rating is 2744. He chooses to play English opening, and the players go into symmetrical variation. Players develop their pieces according to theory. In this position, white plays queen to c1. Ding's idea is to go bishop to h6 to trade enemy's bishop on g7. Both players develop their pieces and black castles. White plays bishop to h6. Black ignores it and plays a 6. Currently, the position is completely equal. But here lies the problem. Ding has lost his previous game, so now making a draw will mean losing the match. Ding must win the game, so he plays h4. Black plays bishop to g4, attacking the knight. But white doesn't want to trade, so they play knight to h2. Black retreats with their bishop to d7. Now h5. Ding sacrifices his pawn, but opens a file for his rook. Black takes the pawn, and now g4. Black plays knight back to f6. White plays knight to f1. Looks like Ding goes back, but actually it is the best move in position. The idea is to open the h file and reroute his knight to g3. In this position, Ding's opponent finds the best defensive idea. He plays bishop to h8, sacrificing the rook. After g4, Ding takes the rook on f8. Black takes the bishop, and white attacks the knight with f3. Black retreats with his knight, and now f4. Black moves their knight to g4, and white offers a trade. After knight to d4, players trade their knights on g4. All trades benefit Ding, as he is currently up in exchange. e3 attacking the knight, and now bishop to h3. Players trade another set of pieces. After b5 and queen to d2, black plays h5. Now Ding wins back his pawn. White has a clear advantage, and now Ding just has to convert it without making any mistakes. Players make several moves, and now players make more trades. e6, king to c2, and black rotates his knight to e7. Both players fight in the center with e4 and f5. After this, both players move their rooks to fight on the e-file. Black pushes their pawn. Here Ding should take the f5 pawn, but instead he takes the e5 pawn. This allows black to push their pawn to f4. White moves their rook and black takes the e5 pawn. After trading on b5 square, Ding moves his rook to b1. In this position, Ding is completely winning, and his opponent has only 9 seconds. The only idea that black has is to push the pawns. Ding just needs to stop the pawns, and the victory is his. Black proceeds with their plan, and white just grabs the pawn on b5. This is already a mistake. Black continues to push the pawns. Ding moves his rook in g3. In this position, white is already in big trouble. The pawns advance too far. Ding tries to stop them with his king. After rook to f8, white tries to activate their rook, but black completely ignores it with g2. Ding grabs the knight with check and plays rook to b1. Black pushes pawn to f2. Rook to b7, and black makes a new queen on g1. Ding gives several checks, but after queen takes g7, the world champion is forced to resign, as it is impossible to stop the f-pawn. So the world champion loses his match for 3rd place, finishing 4th in the event. Ding's performance wasn't great, but I hope he is going to show his best chess during Tata Steel event. Subscribe to not miss new games.